Hi friends, welcome to Ahiluarts channel. I'm Uma. In this video, we are going to see a beautiful shell stitch slouchy beanie. Okay, this is the most simplest beanie ever. If you just learn half double crochet, if you just learn double crochet and you wanted to practice but don't want to try anything big like a scarf or cowl or anything, this is the best project you can start and do. Okay, all we are using is just the double crochet. Okay, shall we start? Good. So we are going to start this. We'll start with the magic circle. Okay, now how to do a magic circle, we have a separate video. I will share the link there also, but we'll see here also. So do this loop within your two fingers and have that long loop in the back. So insert, pull up the long loop to make a loop. So chain one. By this way we form a ring. So now chain one more time. This is just a chain two. It will never be a stitch or any consider as anything. Okay, we will never substitute a chain 3 for a double crochet. Okay, so yarn over, insert, do 12 double crochet inside the ring. So how to do a double crochet? Yarn over, insert, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so do the same 12 more times without counting the first chain 2. Okay, anyway it will be buried under the double crochets what we are using. Okay, this is adult size beanie I am doing, so I am using 4 ply yarn and a 6 mm hook. Okay, okay, how many we have done? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and the last one 12. Always count before you tighten this up. Okay, so that you will, if you miss anything you can always do in the gap. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Now we can pull this up to make it tighter and do the slip stitch into the first double crochet. Okay, see, now we don't see the chain 2 anywhere. Okay, don't fasten this off because we need this to be weaved in, because we haven't done any knot yet, right? So second round do a chain 2 which is not a stitch. So do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. We have a separate tutorial for standard beanie, how to do the increase for any beanie you are doing. I'll share that link also in the description, but this is how we are doing. First round we had a 12 double crochet. Now we are doing 2 double crochets in each stitch. So we'll be having 24 double crochet at the end of this round. Okay, I have done 12 stitches in the second round, and we are going to do increase in every second stitch for the third round, so that we will be getting 36 stitches. If you know how to do a increase in a beanie, please fast forward the video, so you know third round will be increasing in every second stitch, fourth round will increase in every third stitch, and fifth round we will increase in every fourth stitch, right? So that is how I have increased 1 2 3 4 5 rounds will get 60 stitches. But this video is not only intended for experts but also beginners, so I'm sorry about the noise, I'm really sorry. So I'll go by each round. Okay, so first do a chain 2 and do 1 double crochet in the first stitch and do 2 double crochet in the second stitch. Increase is nothing but doing 2 stitches in the place of 1 stitch. Okay, so then in the 3rd stitch do 1 double crochet, 4th stitch do 2 double crochets, 5th stitch 1 double crochet, 6th stitch 2 double crochet. Okay, so continue with this round. I'll meet you at the end of this to start the 4th round. Okay, I have done the 3rd round in which I have 36 stitches. So as I already told, we are going to increase every 3rd stitch in the 4th round. Okay, so chain 2, do a double crochet in 1st stitch and the 2nd stitch, and in the 3rd stitch do a increase, that is 2 double crochet. Now again 1, 2, and in the 3rd stitch do a increase. So by the end of this round we'll have 48 stitches. So 1 2 3 1 2 3, like that will increase. Okay, I have done my 4th round, in which I have 48 stitches. The work you are doing, the crochets you are doing, how much you feel, that is important. The counting you are doing after every round is also very much important, because if I miss a stitch in the 2nd round and without counting I am keep on increasing, I couldn't get, if I miss 1 stitch in here, I will miss 2 stitch in here, which will mess up the total pattern, right? So counting is very important. Count every round. Okay, so do 2 chains as I already told. This is the 5th round, so we are increasing every 4th stitch. So 1 2 3, and in 4 you do 2. So if you see from the beginning, you will increase only in the 2nd stitch of the previous round. You see, 2 stitches in the 2nd stitch, 2 stitch in the 2nd stitch we have increased, in the 2nd stitch we have increased. Okay, so this is a quick tip. You can check whether you are doing it right or not. Okay, and this is the same pattern you will be following for any beanie you are making, and you will stop increasing in every 5th stitch for a normal average adult size beanie. Okay, if you're doing for someone who has more hair, so they want a bigger beanie, then you will do one more round of increase, the same type of increase, but since it will be a 6th round, you will increase every 5th stitch. Okay, that we are not going to do now, but I'm just saying if you want to do one more increase. Now we are increasing in the 4th round, 1 2 3 4, and in the 4th stitch, sorry, increasing in the 5th round, so every 4th stitch will have a increase. Okay, so by the end of this round we'll have a 60 stitch in total. Then we'll start the shell pattern. All right, okay. Okay, now I have done the 5th stitch in which I have 60 stitches. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to start the shell pattern without compromising the count, total count. Okay, we have 60 stitches, right? So we have to maintain that stitch count throughout the beanie. Okay, so now do a chain 3. This will be our first double crochet because we are just doing a shell. So chain 3, do a double crochet in the same stitch, do a chain 1, and do a double crochet in the, do two more double crochets in the same stitch. What we have done, chain 3, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. So it is technically 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Okay, so we have covered 5 stitches in the first stitch itself. See, 1 2 3 4 5. So in order to maintain the count, what we are going to do is we have to skip the next 4 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 4, skip the 4 stitches and do the same shell in 5th stitch. So 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Okay, so now we haven't compromised the total number of stitches, because 5 stitch we have covered, so 5 stitch we are skipping, 4 stitch we are skipping, including this one it will be 5 stitches. So now in the 5th stitch, if we do the shell, now we are going to skip the next 4, 1 2 3 4, and do a shell in the 5th stitch. If you see, you will be skipping till the 2 double crochets in the previous round, and you will be starting with the single double crochet in the previous round. Okay, so 1 2. So this is how we are going to do. Skip 4, do a shell, skip 4, do a shell. Okay, so if you see here, I have done the last shell and I have 1 2 3 4 stitches to skip, and I'll do the slip stitch in the first chain 3, top chain of the chain 3. I always do a slip stitch taking both of the loops in order to avoid any unnecessary gaps. So now pull through, do a slip stitch. Now we are going to repeat the same shells. I have 12 shells because we have 60 stitches, and every 5 stitches we are doing a shell. So we will be continuing the same shell stitch round from the 6th round till the 13th round. So totally 7 rounds of shells we will be doing. So we will be starting the shell in the chain 1 space here, but now we are here in the chain 3. So do one more slip stitch and another slip stitch. So we will be doing 3 slip stitches, one for chain 3, one for double crochet, and one for the chain 1. And we reach the chain 1 here. Now do a chain 3, do a double crochet, chain 1, and do 2 more double crochet, which will be our first shell. Okay, so this is how we are going to continue. So now we'll skip 4 stitches, 2 double crochets here and 2 double crochets in the next shell, and do the next shell in the chain 1 space of second shell. Okay, so continue till the same, follow the same pattern for 7 more rounds, so that you will reach the 13th round, and after that we will do the border round. Okay, see, I have completed 6 shell rows, 1 2 3 4 5 6 shell rows. I suddenly had a thought that white will go very good with pink, so I have done middle 2 rounds with white. Okay, you can choose whatever color that is complementing to your first color. Okay, so now we'll do the border row, but before the border row, we want this to be spring hat, to be flapped outside the hat, right, like this, right? So in order to do that, what we do is we'll do one round of single crochet first, and then we'll do the border round. Okay, so what we are going to do is chain 1, do a single crochet in the chain 3, and do a single crochet in the double crochet, do a single crochet in the chain 1, because that is our 5th stitch count, right? So we should not forget the single chain 1, and do 1 single crochet in all of the stitches. You don't have to make it too tight, because anyway we are going to do a bigger round for the flap border, so you can do it with a normal gauge. Okay, we haven't increased anything after the 5th round, so we will be still having 60 stitches on the hole. So the single crochet also, there should be 60 stitches in the round. Okay, so never forget the chain, do the single crochet inside the chain 2. Okay, so complete this single crochet round, we'll start the border. Even though you don't do the double color in the hat, I prefer you choose a different color border, different color for the border at least. Okay, chalo. Okay, now I have done a single crochet round in the last. Now we'll be joining the second color. We are going to make the hat into a flap, right? Not the hat into the flap, I'm sorry. We are going to attach a flap, right? So for that flap, what we are going to do is, in the single crochet round, we are going to do one more round of single crochet, but only in the front loop. You see 2 loops, only in the front loop. Join the new color and do a single crochet, and do a single crochet in all the round, but we have to do a little increase so that the flap will be little more bigger. Okay, so what we are going to do is, do every 5th stitch we are going to increase. We have stopped the increase on 4th stitch, right? So we are going to do the increase in every 5th stitch. So we have 60 stitch. So when we complete this round, we'll have a 72 stitches. It won't matter how many stitches you have, because it all will be forming a big flap. So what we are going to do is, so 1 2 3 4 5, in the 5th stitch do a single crochet. 1 2 1 sorry 1 2 1 2 3 4, and in the 5th stitch do a 2 single crochet. So continue the same throughout, and in the next round we will do the last border round. Okay, so if you see, I have done the single crochet round in the front loop only, so it is coming as a flap, not as a regular row. Okay, so in the last round, what we are going to do is, like how we have done 5 count stitches, that is 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, and skip 4 stitches to balance out the count. We are going to do the same thing, but with 6 stitches, since because we have 72 stitches, right? So in order to balance that out, what we are going to do is, chain 3, do 5 more double crochets in the same stitch, so that including this chain 3 we will be having 6 double crochets. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and then skip 5 stitches, 1 2 3 4 5 stitches, and in the 6th stitch do 6 more double crochets. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, now again 1 2 3 4 5, skip the 5 stitches, and in the 6th stitch do 6 double crochets. So this is what I am going to do all the way around, and in the last shell we'll be having 6 stitches here and a 5 stitch to skip. Okay, so let's see how it turned out at the end. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So this is how it turned out to me. If you see here, the 6 shells we did has come as a great flap, you see, and the color we chose complementing each other, which makes the hat more elegant, and it's very simple. All we have done is just a double crochet, right? So I hope you like this video. Just now I have realized that this will make a great seasonal hat based on the color you chose. Like if this hat, what I have these colors what I have used now will be very good for spring. If you use orange and black, it will be a best Halloween beanie. If you use yellow and green and red, just as summer colors, it will be very good summer hat. So it's so unique and so common for all the seasons. So try this out. Send me your pictures either in Facebook group, or you can tag me at Ahiluarts and share your pictures also. More importantly, like this video, share it with your friends, comment your suggestions, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any video. Thank you. Bye bye.